Hey guys, I'm here with Abdullah from, he's a passing customer for Cheesecake Factory, and he was ordering a slice of cheesecake, and I thought, you know what, let's talk to this guy and let's find out why he's ordering a cheesecake. It seems like one of the perfect things you'd want to kind of order for coronavirus blues, but let's hear his story. So tell us, first of all, Abdul, what's your experience of the whole virus thing? What's going on in your head?
My experience with the virus right now, the way I look at it, it's causing a lot of hysteria among our community, especially among our local community. And what I want to do, what I aspire to do, it's hard for us to interact. We have to social distance, but one of the two things I do to kind of cope with that, well, I have a third thing as well. The first thing is getting exercise, because look, it's nice out here, it's a nice day. Exercise is essential. Exercise will affect your serotonin levels, your dopamine levels. You're a lot happier, you feel a lot happier, you feel a lot more confident, you feel a lot more motivated about doing things. You have initiative, you build your tenacity, it builds your core. Another thing I do for spirit, as far as like go pray, meditate, not give up on your faith, just fully have that faith, have that hope. What I do is meditate. There's a lot about meditation. I do it upon hours. That stimulates my soul. So I have a mind, body, soul stimulation kind of mechanism. So as far as my soul and my body, that's the workouts and the meditation. As far as my mind goes, reading books, learning about things, more knowledge, or if you work from home.
So what's kind of the thing that you're starting to read that you perhaps hadn't read, or what is the thing that you're reading right now?
So I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm reading things regarding like photography skills, like anything you're interested in, anything that you have a talent for, anything you have a passion for. It's just good to stimulate your mind that way. You learn more words, reading the dictionary, things like that.
And what was the third thing?
And that was actually the third thing.
Okay,
yeah.
So we've got chemistry, biochemistry. Use the exercise to kind of figure out your biochemistry and use that to kind of give you a positive feel. Then do spiritual stuff, which you're saying is, prayers and meditation, focus on your soul. And the third thing is just kind of eat good things, eat reading that is kind of interesting stuff and new stuff that you can use during this period to kind of take you forward. Obviously, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you want to make money, you're trying to create an opportunity in this situation. You've obviously got a positive outlook. And then obviously photography, you're trying to upskill yourself as well. Now, in terms of comfort reading, let's talk about comfort eating. What's happening with Cheesecake? Why are you at Cheesecake?
Well, in actuality, I work here.
Okay.
I'm a server.
Okay.
And basically, they gave a really good incentive, and shouts out to Cheesecake for that. That's really cool, where all employees can come in and get one free meal a day during this coronavirus outbreak. That brings our community together. That brings our coworkers together. So it's really effective.
That is really, really, I want to reiterate that. What we're saying is, although Cheesecake Factory is in a bind, it's in a difficult situation. I mean, literally, this place is kind of closing, or not closing, but it's kind of very on a skeleton operation. Even then, what the company's doing is saying to all of the people that it's laid off that, you know what, you guys can come in every day and pick up a meal because we still want to support you in this difficult situation. And so I'm very proud of Cheesecake Factory for that. We should give them a clap. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm not part of this company at all, but it's just what I've heard right now. And so what are your recommendations? I've got 2 points I really want to talk to you about.
Okay.
One I want to talk to you about, which I wasn't aware of, now you've told me in the interview, is about you being laid off. I'm interested in understanding that psychology. Tell me a little bit more about cheesecakes. People are ordering cheesecakes, or if they want to take away the COVID blues, what kind of cheesecakes, what should they be ordering? What's happening here in terms of cheesecakes?
As far as cheesecakes go and having the Corona Blues, we have all sorts and varieties of different cheesecakes. We have all kinds of flavors. Do you like apple? Do you like lemon? Do you like key lime? Do you like caramel?
Well, a lot of people may not have been able to taste all the different flavors. What do you like? Because you've had that opportunity.
I love my white chocolate raspberry truffle.
Yeah.
I like my Oreo Dream Extreme. I like my caramel Pecan turtle.
Wow.
I would have to say, or white chocolate caramel macadamia.
So these are Abdul's recommendations. Excellent, good. So tell me, we might as well talk about it right now.
Okay.
Tell me about what happened. So the virus thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is kind of on hold.
Yeah.
The company's, saying basically we have to let you guys go. What was your reaction? What do you think?
Well, at first I was a bit infuriated. It's nobody's fault. We're currently in a crisis right now. We're trying to do our best to clean it up, but I'm a very active person. I like to keep myself productive, go to work, go to school. I'm almost done with school.
What are you studying?
I'm studying business administration, specialization in marketing and financing.
Excellent.
Actually. So, I do videography as well. That's a passion of mine. I'm a fitness enthusiast. That's a passion of mine. So it's like when this all happened, it kind of put everything on hold. Like everybody just kind of went all over the place. It's just kind of like what to do. What do we do from here? How do we figure things out? And there's always a good quote. I might not have the quote word for word, but in times of chaos, you still your mind, you relax. That way, that allows you to strategize what you're gonna do next. And if you just panic and just, oh my God, like you're gonna be all over the place, you're not really gonna know what to do or what's going on at some point. So I feel like the best thing to do is to just keep calm. So that's what I did after a few days of finding out that we were laid off and we're not able to work currently. And I went to unemployment and did a bunch of things basically, and we're getting a bunch of incentives as well. I can't go into too much detail about that. I just know everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, so was the whole process of signing up for unemployment easy, difficult? What is there any recommendations?
It's really
Can you
easy.
do it from your home? Do you have to go into somewhere? Or
you can do it from your phone if you like. You can do it on your computer. You can do it on your laptop. You can do it, and then because of this pandemic, you'll get approved more times than not. And on top of that, there are other jobs that are hiring right now as well, so that can fill in time, even though I have a passion for communication. There's a lot of alternatives you can take right now. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think this is just time for people to become creative, to have time for themselves, learn new things, balance yourself, be one with your earth, be one with your God. And I feel like this is an evolution process for all of us as human beings, really.
Yeah, so you're handling the idea of getting laid off very well. You seem to be a wise individual. Mm-hmm. You're kind of, composed in this situation. Mm-hmm. So you obviously have a social media handle. Are you out there on social media?
Well, I have an aesthetic I like to keep until further notice. I'm a very rare individual. I don't try to, I'm not saying I'm private, even though I am, but I'm saying I like
if people want to reach you, would you care to share a social media handle?
Of course I'll share a social media handle. So my Instagram page is Young Sage God, all one word, literally, and the Young is YUNG, all lowercase. Follow me. Why not? So follow your boy. That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna go into detail, but you follow your boy, you're gonna see things. I'm that dude. So.
Well, you sound like that dude. You obviously, people are listening to you right now, and they recognize the quality of conversation that's coming through. Mm-hmm. So certainly, what I would recommend is that you're going through this crisis. You're going through being laid off. I think you have an opportunity here to communicate to the world, to the people in America, Raleigh, North Carolina. What are the steps that you're going through, how you're thinking it through, and then how you're doing it, and let everybody know. Film it, record it, put it on social media, each day document it. Do you get what I'm saying? And give people inspiration through your own kind of good mental state. So how long do you think this crisis is going to last?
I give it till beginning of the summer. Because if you look at China and how they were able to stabilize everything, because their pandemic really took a big hit late 2019, early 2020, around January time. But if you look at them now, they're starting to open things up. So if you look at the calculation and the timing, it's just gonna, if anything, the most this can go for is 3 months. Now you have some reports saying this can go as well as 12 to 18 months. I believe we'll find a cure for it way sooner than that. I think we as people will be fine. Us 7.7 billion strong individuals in the world. I feel as if this should only be at most 2 to 3 months because we have a lot of technology. We've done a lot of research, and I feel like this should increase everyone's motivation. We are all a piece of the bigger picture, so I feel like this is definitely gonna put us upwards towards that goal. And in order to do that, we have to just be calm, strategize, become stronger mentally, physically, spiritually. And when the time comes and this is over, we'll be at a much better place.
So let me ask you, brother, optimism. What is the optimism that you've seen through this crisis? What are the positives that have come from this crisis? What do you understand? My battery's short, so we've got to keep it tight. But what is your optimism? What have you seen?
The biggest optimism I've seen from everybody so far is that it teaches people how to be more creative. How to be creative and find yourself and know what you really do like now that you have more free time to do so. I look at that as an opportunity.
So that's really important. What you're recognizing is even in the worst case scenario, when the world goes upside down, there are possibilities that even when the world is supposed to end, it actually doesn't end. And that is the bottom ground, the base ground through which you can become creative. And now what to do, what next, figure it out, right? So you have that ability to kind of think beyond the fear. That's the positive outlook, I guess, for now. So what is the message for you to the community in terms of small business? What do you think about in terms of how can we bring back jobs? How can we get small business back up?
Well, we need to create small businesses that provide value. I don't just mean value, I mean good value. What makes you stand out from the other person? What makes you stand out from the competition? This is all a form of SWOT analysis in the world of marketing: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What can we do? How strong are we compared to our competition? How weak are we? What kind of opportunities can we do to become better? And who should we be threatened by? Now, as far as starting a small business, it's all about having an idea. It's all about having an idea and practicing that idea. If people like it, then you go with it. Once you go with that idea, you need to know your target market. You need to know who you're marketing towards. You need to know what location you want to be at that will provide the most use towards your target market. You need to have product packaging and labeling that correlate with your target market, your vision statement, and your mission statement.
So you're basically saying, be strategic, conceptualize, do your SWOT analysis, and go proactive, go on attack as opposed to defend.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And is there any other messages you'd like to add, brother, while we've got you here?
The only thing I can say is 2 words: stay positive.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for your time on this interview. And then what we'll do is we'll try and catch up with you again and probably talk about some other issues as well, brother.
Okay.
All right. And listen, one thing I wanted to say while you're on here, which I thought about, was the paycheck, employment paycheck. I know people are saying that they're going to get $1,200, and I'm just
Stimulus
saying...
package you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm just saying, look, that is still money that is being taxed. It's taxation.
Yeah.
Basically, the government is going to get it back eventually. So rather than try and use that money for survival, why not go on eBay, Let Go, Facebook Marketplace, go find things, sell things, earn money while you're...
and don't forget to... Let Go has a lot of stuff going on right now. There are a lot of people getting a lot of things. Let Go is booming right now, supply and demand, so it might be higher than you would expect, but it's really good.
So earn dollars and cents from that, and then have your paycheck, and I'm saying either save half of that money, save all of it, or the travel industry's gone right down. When you get back up, the economy gets back up, go on a nice holiday, support the travel industry, and support yourself. You deserve it at that point.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right.